So this is the LG G3. It's actually the phone that I really wanted to have as a kid. So this is the LG G3. You guys probably know this phone from Channel Ramble's video and stuff when he actually tried it, as an experience and stuff. Fun fact about this phone is that it's obviously made from 2014, so it is like 11 years old. Actually, it's gonna be 12 years old this year because it's 2026 apparently. And this phone has Android 4.4.2 but could be upgraded up to Android 6.0, which is a really cool thing. And also like this case because it's showing the clock in here, as you guys can see. This was just a case slash feature that you could have back then, so that's a really nice thing in my opinion. And this phone came with 16GB of storage, and you could get the 32GB variant as well, and it does support microSD cards. And as a matter of fact, this phone does actually have a removable back cover, which I'm gonna show you guys in a moment. And as you guys can see, we have the 3000 mAh removable battery. We have the microSD card slot, we have the 30 megapixel camera which can record in 4K 30 frames per second, we have the volume buttons right here and the power button as well, and we have some kind of sensor I think that is, and the flash thing here as well. At the top we just have an IR blaster thing. This phone can actually be used like a TV remote control, which is really cool. The microSD port and the headphone jack. Yeah, this phone is quite nice, and that's pretty much it about it. I guess this is it about the phone. It does come with 2GB of RAM, but you could get a 3GB variant as well if you get a 32GB of storage one as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now it's time to explore it. So obviously the first thing that I really want to explore on this phone is actually the quick remote app, because that's actually a very cool feature, just like on the LG G2. So basically this is the app, and you can just access it and stuff, and I already set it up the TV remote for my smart TV and stuff, and I'm gonna show you guys now how well this thing actually works. So as you guys can see, here is my smart TV, my LG smart TV basically. And I can just turn it on from this remote. Like, this is basically the quick remote app, and if I press on this button, it's actually turning on my TV, which is a very cool thing. And I can also control the volume, which I'm gonna show you guys in a bit. So if I try to do the volume up, it does actually work. If I try to do the volume down, that also works too. So yeah guys, this app is quite cool, especially if you don't have your remote nearby and you want to use your phone as a remote. You can actually do that in 2026 with this phone and stuff. So yeah, that's a very cool feature. Now let's move on. Well, now moving on, here we have the YouTube Lite app. So if you guys don't know what the YouTube Lite app is basically just like an alternative of YouTube, but like on the browser, but in a form of an app actually. So right now it's like we are in a browser and we just browse for videos and stuff. And just know guys, I'm actually not signed in at all in this app, because I'm pretty sure you can't even sign in into here. But regardless, I'm gonna try to watch a video of mine. So yeah, let's see if that's actually gonna work in 2026. And by the way, if you guys hear any barking, it's just my dog who is really barking a lot to people that pass my home and stuff for some reason. Anyways, I'm just gonna try to watch this video with a very funny thumbnail. I mean, yeah, it is quite a questionable thumbnail in my opinion, but just look at Channel Ramble's thumbnails. I mean, they are way crazier than mine, that's for sure. And as you guys can see, the video does seem to load, and I just got an ad of KFC, the favorite food for American people, I'm assuming. This phone, and as you guys can see, the video does actually work. Like, we have volume, we have video and stuff. I mean, the app does seem to work, although unfortunately we can't do it full screen. Like, for some reason the full screen thing doesn't really work on this phone, on the YouTube Lite app. And speaking about the app and stuff, if we actually try the official YouTube app from this phone, it's obviously not gonna work. So this is like the official app, and as you guys can see, we do get an error that the YouTube app needs to be updated. And yeah, I'm not really gonna update it because you can't even do that anymore. So let's move on to the next app. Also, I just realized that my phone was in my Romanian language this whole time, so I basically changed it back to English. So I hope you guys understand whatever I'm doing on my phone right now. Let's move on to the next app, which in this case it's Discord. Let's just see if this app still works in 2026 on this phone or if it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna try to log in. I got all the info entered, as you guys can see, and unfortunately every time I'm pressing on the login button it doesn't really work. So unfortunately we can't try Discord on this phone. I guess we have to move on to the next app. So now the next app that we can try on this phone is the Instagram app. Does this thing still work? That's a good question, and apparently if I try to launch it, it's actually crashing. I literally tried this app before, you know, making this video, and yeah, it's not working unfortunately. I also tried another version of Instagram, that one doesn't work either, so let's just get straight to TikTok Lite. Maybe this one will work, although I'm not really sure, cause you know, the Android 4.4.2 version, it's quite outdated for today's standards. And yeah, as you guys can see, most of the apps except for YouTube Lite, which is technically the YouTube on the browser thing, that one does work. Not the best, but it kinda does, and as expected, the TikTok Lite app doesn't work at all. Once again, I tried this one of camera too, and yeah, unfortunately this one is a flop. Let's move on. Well, now I'm on the default browser, and as you guys can see, the Wikipedia website actually works completely fine. I can go on pages and stuff. I do get the certificate warning thing in here, but if I press on continue multiple times, I can actually browse the website. So I'm assuming that if this website works, then most of the websites probably work on this phone still. I think I'm actually gonna try the Apple website. Actually no, I think I'm just gonna go to the LG.com website. I just wanna see if it still works on this phone, because you know, if the official website on this phone doesn't really work, it is really cooked. And as you guys can see, we can literally access the LG website, which it means that this phone can still handle new websites nowadays, you know, like modern websites and stuff. So well, now that we tried most of the apps, I guess I'm just gonna try to do some gaming on this phone too. So let's start with Flappy Bird. I mean, that's like one of the easiest games that we can play on a phone, and by easiest I mean performance wise, because this game doesn't really require a lot of performance. Like, you can even play this game on a potato. It's literally just like how Roblox used to be 10 years ago. So yeah, as you guys can see, the gaming experience is not bad at all, and I'm talking here about Flappy Bird. Like, the game runs very smoothly, as you guys can see. It's just that the reason why I'm dying is because I genuinely suck at this game, and I also don't have the patience to pay. So yeah guys, there you go, the game is actually playable. Now let's move on. Now let's go to Geometry Dash Lite. This game should probably work fine as well, cause you know, first time I played Geometry Dash, it happened on the LG G2, so theoretically the game should work really well on this phone as well. So I guess I'm just gonna try to beat Electroman Adventures, and honestly guys, okay, I just have to pay attention to the phone instead of my camera, cause that's the reason I'm dying. I'm just focusing on my phone recording rather than the gameplay, and yeah, that's why I literally can't finish this map. And as you guys can see, there is no lag. Like, I'm genuinely playing this game completely fine, you know, no lag, no issues, as you guys can see. I'm also gonna get like the third coin, cause why not? I mean, that coin is so easy to get, so you know, why not get it, right? And there we go guys, I literally beat the level on this video on this phone. So there you go guys, Geometry Dash is actually playable on this phone. Now let's move on. Well, here we have 2 more games. I'm pretty sure that you guys don't really want to see any gameplay of that, because these games work just fine because they worked before on this phone. So I guess with that guys, let's just move on to the camera app. I mean, we also have to see the camera quality on this phone, am I right? Once again guys, this phone has a 30 megapixel back camera which can record in 4K 30 frames per second. It also has like a front facing camera which it is like 2.1 megapixels and can record in 1080p 30 frames per second. So the front facing camera is not really the greatest, but in the same time it's a front facing camera from 2014, so you know, it's understandable, it's fine. And regardless guys, let's just see how the camera quality is, and hopefully it's good enough. So here is the GSM Arena website of the LG G3 phone, and as you guys can see, the camera quality on this phone is actually not that bad at all. It is just a bit laggy, you know, especially if the phone tries to focus or zoom in or zoom out. But you know, after you don't do that anymore, the camera quality, I mean the camera app, is not that laggy anymore. It's just laggy. Like, look guys, it's just laggy when I try to zoom in, zoom out, or if the phone is not in focus. But when it gets in focus, or when I stop zooming in or zooming out, you know, the quality starts to get back to normal. So I guess I'm just gonna take some photos and video on this phone, and I'm gonna be right back. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. I'm recording right now from the LG G3. I'm zooming in, as you guys can see. I have no idea if the quality is good or not on video, but right now this is how it looks. This is my setup, as you guys know. And yeah, that's pretty much the video. Well guys, I finished taking the picture and the video test on this phone. Now you guys can let me know in the comments below what do you guys think of the camera quality and the video quality on this phone. And yeah, that's pretty much it about this phone. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. As a conclusion, is this phone usable in 2026? You know, talking about social media like using Instagram, TikTok and stuff like that, well, unless you cast around the phone with some new Android version, and even with that thing, it's not that usable in my opinion. Like, the phone is not with much usable on social media apps and stuff, because guys, it has like 2 gigabytes of RAM, especially if you get it on 16 gigabytes of storage. You know, at this point this phone is very outdated, it's 12 years old, so of course social media apps will not work that well on this thing anymore, maybe not at all, even on a custom ROM. So my conclusion, for social media it's not really usable anymore, but you can still use it as a normal phone, like calling, texting, playing old video games that you used to like as a kid, or you know, still like them today, and that's pretty much all you can do on this phone. And of course browsing the web and watching YouTube videos on the browser, and you know, alternative apps and stuff, and that's pretty much what you can do with this phone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and actually before I do end it, because I forgot something, yeah, I actually have this very cool case with this clock here, and you know, I do like it actually. You can basically open apps like, you know, the music app. It's not really focusing that well, but you guys can see, oh okay, never mind. So you guys can see that we have like, you can basically access the music app in here, the, you know, the messaging app, the calls app and stuff like that. So that's a very cool feature, and of course you can obviously see the clock without opening the keys on this phone. And yeah, that's pretty much the video. I'm gonna end it here. My name is Texaster. I'm gonna see you guys with phone explorations, custom ROMing, jailbreaking and so on. Bye bye.